Hi everybody, my name is Phil Kerner, and in my other life online I'm known as the Tool and Die Guy. And if you saw that beginning montage of photographs, you know, I'm one of those guys whose grandfather was a tool and die maker back in 1903 here in Erie, Pennsylvania. Back then they called them pattern makers. And my father was a tool and die maker, my uncles were tool and die makers, my brother was a tool and die maker, and guess what? I became a tool and die maker. You know, as the trade progressed and I made my way through it as a mold maker and eventually starting my own shops, a funny thing happened around 2002, 2003. If you followed the trade at all, you know we kind of got walloped by offshore tool building. And I had a decision to make back then whether to stay in business or to maybe pursue other avenues. And I kind of made a combination of that. I did close my shop, but I continued on in the machining and tool and die world as an employee. But my biggest regret was I had worked so hard to learn so many things that I thought I was never going to get to share again. Well, a few years ago, I recorded a simple video on how to use a sign bar, and I put that up online, and much to my surprise, I was stunned by the amount of views it got. So I recorded a few more tutorials, and eventually, they had gotten so many views, I put together a membership site called thetoolanddieguy.com. And that's where I share over almost 300 videos and lessons on everything from milling and setups to grinding and setups and inspection and setups, cutter grinding and setups. If you haven't noticed, I'm a big believer in setups. I think that's where most time in the trade is lost. So I'm a big believer in making sure your setups are efficient and safe, precise, accurate, and fast. And those things can be learned if you know who to go to teach you. So if you're a member over at thetoolanddieguy.com, it's kind of like having an old guy like me looking over your shoulder, giving you all the tips, tricks, and techniques I've learned in almost 40 years of doing this. So that's my story, thetoolanddieguy.com. I'm Phil Kerner. Come and join me in the tool room, and we'll see you over there soon.